Cade, named starting quarterback officially yesterday when the depth chart came out. Just how excited are you to be able to get out there and for your first game since early last year?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's been a long time. I've been, really anticipating, and, really ever since surgery, I've been working for, this week and just putting my body and my mind and everything in the best position to help out the team.
How hard is that going to be like not having Curry on the sidelines?
I mean, anything regarding Coach Ferentz, I mean, for the rest of this year and especially for this week, this team loves Coach Ferentz, and we're going to rally for him. And I mean, as far as any other questions go, I'm not going to comment on. I know, I appreciate the question. I'm not going to comment on any, NCAA review or anything. But this team really loves Coach Ferentz, and we're going to rally behind him.
What'll it be like playing for Coach Wallace on Saturday?
Coach Wallace is an awesome dude, and I think everyone's just focusing and doing the best we can to prepare for this week, and everyone loves the sports Coach Wallace as well.
Can you describe just from the start of fall camp to now just what that kind of process was like?
For the team?
No, for you personally, just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been recovering from an injury and being back on the field for the first time, I think really over the course of camp, it's had its ups and downs, but, I think, I'm just really excited for all the work that we've all put in as a group for it to finally come to fruition and, hopefully have some success this weekend.
Can you describe your connection with Kamari?
Yeah, Kamari's an awesome dude. He's a really energetic guy. He's I would say he's definitely one of the favorites on the team. And, me and the rest of the guys, we just can't wait to see what he does this year.
I think that surprised a lot of people to see him as the number one running back. What has he shown this fall that made him the number one spot for this season opener?
Well, I mean, I think Kamari, what he's done, he's just done a great job of being consistent, but I think, overall, the running back room in general, I mean, there's going to be a lot of dudes playing. There's going to be a lot of, there's a lot of talent in that room. And, I think, with the way our O-line has been playing, we're just excited to see what they can do.
What's the comfortability level right now with the offense, both individually and then collectively?
Collectively, I mean, it's, everything is a work in process. As a unit, we're excited, to finally face, a defense, other than our own. So, yeah, we're just excited.
How special will it be swarming out for the first time since your injury?
It's going to be very special. For everyone, the swarm means something for every guy, but it's important to every single guy. And for me, I still remember my first swarm, and for me to be able to experience that again in a full Kinnick Stadium, not just me, but the entire team's going to be very excited for that.
Are there any nerves or mental hurdles of playing on an injured leg on a real field in a real game that you think you might have to get over, or have you gotten over them already?
I mean, I've gotten over. I mean, my leg's not injured. I mean, there's no injury, there's nothing. This is the best my body has felt, and I'm fully confident in that. And I think the only thing, just like any quarterback every single offseason, the only thing we haven't done is gotten hit. So, I'm excited to finally play some real football instead of just standing back there. But there's no lagging or anything kind of injuries for me going on right now. I'm in the best shape I've been.
Dude, you talked about the relationship that you have with Coach Lester. I mean, how has he kind of continued to instill confidence in you as you kind of get back into the swing of things and lead this new offense?
Yeah, I think overall, now that it's a new opponent, I think the conversations that Coach Lester has with me and the rest of the offense is just we're just doing everything we can to because Illinois State's going to be running some different stuff than what we're used to. So we're just doing everything we can to make sure that we're seeing the pictures, and he's just installing that confidence with me, with reps, and with kind of everyone is seeing different pictures and doing everything we can so that we're most prepared for Saturday.
Cade, there's been a lot of positive talk about Cade Weechin throughout camp. It seems like he's really impressed a lot of coaches. Looks like he's going to get to start now come Thursday. What have you seen from him that really sticks out to you?
Weege just, he's an older dude, but I think, he's really found himself at wide receiver this year, and I think, I think his biggest asset is his speed, so I think, I'm really excited to see what he can do, on the field and at the wide receiver position.
Look, how does the coaching staff go about motivating you guys? And, you don't overlook anybody at Iowa. How do you guys do that?
Yeah, I mean, just respecting our opponents is the biggest thing. Every game is a test, and just super excited to get back out there. I mean, that's the thing, is respect our opponents and go out there and play.
With the expansion of the Big Ten, just kind of what are your your thoughts on the added competition and just the realignment of the conferences around college football?
Yeah, it'll be cool. Different opportunities, different opponents at times. So obviously, it'll be cool. But obviously, just really focused on the 12 teams we have on our schedule at the end of the day.
Is there any one new opponent that you're intrigued to play, or that you're going to be like, boy, that's going to be interesting, playing Washington, playing UCLA, or whatever?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, all the games. I mean, it's been since September 16th, 2023, since I've last played a game, and I think I'm just super antsy to get back out there for this first one. I feel like there'll be a lot of different nerves going back out there again, but at the end of the day, it's just football, and so yeah, I'm just really excited to get back out there.
Is there a moment that you think is kind of set in that okay, you're back?
Yeah, first play. That's always the biggest thing. The first play, you have so many nerves, but after that, things get better, and you can play better without the nerves. So it's good.
What's this week been like for you? I mean, do you have a countdown set on your phone for that first game since September, whatever, last year? I mean, it seems like you've got to be hungry for this one.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. No timer on my phone, but it's all over the building, so I see it there, and I just can't wait.
When's the last time you went this long without playing in the game?
I mean, never. This is it. I never had like an injury like that kept me out for that long. So, I mean, man, I guess it would have been since the last game of whenever our bowl game to the first. That's the longest it's been, or high school probably. But yeah, that was the longest one.
You said that date without hesitating, September 16th.
Yeah.
Is that in your mind?
It is. It also helps. It's one of my best friend's birthdays.
Okay.
His name's Charlie, so it helps. But obviously, it's going to be in the back of my mind for a long time.
Players have said when they're injured, you got the team concept, but there's also like loneliness. Did you feel that? Did you go through that? I mean, where you're kind of isolated because you're not out there? You have to battle with that?
Sure, you battle with it, but my teammates did a really great job of including me, and being able to travel to every game aside from Penn State, like it was, it made it easier. I was with my teammates, still got to go and eat with them at dinner, and so you feel a little bit lonely, just like, I'd watch the games in the press box by myself, so like that's a bit lonely, but it was still good because they were super. It was weird. Yeah, it was really weird. It was so good.
Is there anything you pick up from? It's kind of a different perspective than you're used to seeing live.
Yeah, it is. It's weird too, like because you're in the meetings and what, like, oh, here's this play coming. Like, okay, like I knew Eric scored against Purdue on he was in the backfield and kind of ran past the end and scored on like kind of a wheel, and I was like, oh, this play's coming, we're gonna score. So it's like cool to have that different perspective and know what's gonna be ran, and I mean I have like an insider look just from the press box. It's cool.
This might be a stretch here, but is there anything that you can kind of take away from that?
Yeah, I mean, just the biggest thing is I don't want to have it like that again. You want to be out on the field, but you learn, and it's a cool experience too.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
I know you've been asked this a few times, but we're kind of swapping spots in the media gaggle here. So just a little bit of comment on what it's going to be like without Kirk out there. How hard that's going to be for you as a team for week one.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just going to go out there. We're really just focused on the task at hand, playing Illinois State, and. Yeah, we're approaching this the same as we always have, so it'll be fine.
Did you guys know about it before he made the announcement, or how did he break the news to you guys as a team?
We found out about it in our first thing when we woke up. I had a text. It was actually David. I got a tweet. Someone sent me the tweet of David's, and that's how I found out. But found out shortly after in a team meeting.
This guy is everywhere.
Sorry you had to find out that way.
Okay. What were your emotions when you first heard that news?
It's tough, but really just trying to focus on what we got going on this week and in the game at task at hand.
What's Seth Wallace brought to you guys? What's it been like to kind of prepare a little bit to have him on the sideline, and what will that be like to have him out there as a head man on Saturday?
Yeah, as far as like this week, it's been the same as it's always been. We've been approaching it the same, and I have full trust in Coach Wallace and how he's going to handle things, but we're just really focused on Illinois State.
Kind of throw you and Cade in the same boat. I mean, you guys missed a lot last season with the injury, obviously, but you both have been named captains again. I mean, for you guys to miss that much time, but to come back and still be voted captain again, I guess what's that mean to you, knowing that you can kind of step back in where you were?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's super cool, and it's a testament, to the way we operate, I guess. I don't really like to talk about myself like that, but we're just going out there and working our best, to help lead the team. And yeah, I guess some of the other teammates see that too.
So after missing so much, do you feel like you have something to prove, even though everything that you've accomplished?
I feel like everyone should have feel like they have something to prove, because everyone's competitive, and so sure, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back out on the field and showing everyone that I can still play the way I did before the injury. So yeah, I'm just super excited for that.
Look, you're literally always the happiest guy ever. I mean, I guess I'm just curious, when we watch you on the football field, there's still like a mean streak to you. I mean, what do you channel, and what drives you to play at the level that you want to play?
Yeah, you can be a different guy off the field than you are on the field. I feel, and yeah, it switches when you go out there and you strap your helmet on. When that's all tightened and stuff, you really got to go, because no one else is going to be playing nice, and there's no reason to play nice. You got to go hit someone. It's a physical game, and yeah, that's when it really switches.
You mentioned your first play back is going to be where it kind of really it's the journey for you. What have you envisioned that first play looking like?
Hopefully I'm low, quick off the ball, and really put my pads into someone, and that's my envision. That's how I have been envisioning it, and just super excited for that. I think also in the swarm, going out there again, it'll really set in too, because super special, and it's not something anyone should take for granted, because you see all your teammates out there going out there and in unity, going against the other team, and it's just super cool to see and to be a part of. But it's way better to be a part of than watching it. So.
Was your first play back in practice like a similar milestone, or would have been similar milestones in your recovery?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I don't really remember the first play back in practice, but because I was in spring. But yeah, it was a little bit of nerves, but. After the play's over, you're like, oh, that's 4 to 6 seconds, just going as hard as you can, and then going and just doing it again over and over and over again. So, yeah, it was fine. I expect it to be good on Saturday.
I think a lot of people were surprised to see Kamari Moulton as the starting running back for Saturday. What's Kamari shown this fall that's put him at the top of the depth chart of running back? Yeah,
I'd just say Kamari has gone out there and done whatever the coach has asked of him. He's done a really good job, hitting the holes and getting vertical, and just super excited for him. He's a great kid, and he's going to do well.
So you envision hitting somebody on the first play. So are you already leaking the script that's a run play?
Well, even if it's a pass play, I'll go and get separation. No, I have no idea what Coach Lester plans to call, but I just want to hit somebody.
It sounded like a lot of the offensive linemen really respected you for that. I mean, they brought your name up immediately. It's like, that's my guy. I love watching him play. Was that the way you always played, or is that something that you reinforced when you came here?
I'd say more of a reinforcement as I've come here, just taking each day as it comes. You're not promised anything. So I've been tuned into that a little more. Like, every day that I'm out there, it could be my last, not to speak negatively, but that's the truth. So I'm going to give everything that I have every time that I can, and then hopefully I incorporate that on the game days as well.
Sounds like you guys practiced the swarm about a week ago. What was that like as somebody experiencing that?
Yeah, it was cool. Great tradition. They explained the tradition behind it. So, it's a cool thing. Brings us together. It's cool to be together. Like, everybody's nerves are running before the game, just understanding that happens with everybody. So it was cool. Great experience.
Would you say there's a definite leader in this wide receiver room?
Say that one more time.
Would you say there's a definite leader in this wide receiving room?
I'd say there's multiple leaders in the room. Everybody's had a voice, from Caleb to Seth to Bowie to me to everybody in the room has spoke up. Tried to incorporate their knowledge, their leadership skills into the room, which has been beneficial. It's been great. Just hearing different voices, knowing that everybody can be put into that role. So it's been awesome.
When you look at the offense itself, Was it a challenge for you to really integrate yourself into it, or did it take a lot of time, or is it something you picked up fairly?
I'd say I picked it up fairly quickly. It's universal things. I've been in an offense like this in the past. It's at the end of the day, it's college football playbooks. Just getting into the books, getting in and learning it was the biggest part for me. So once I got over that leap and getting reps with it, it's been fairly easy.
Are you excited to see it on the field?
I am. Yep, I'm excited. I'm very excited. We've been putting the work in all summer, all camp. Just got out of camp. Had a great camp as an offense. I'm excited to see how we do this coming Saturday.
What's your on-field connection like with Cade, and what did he do to earn the #1 spot on the roster?
Yeah, the connection has been great. We've been putting in work. After if we miss something like on the field in reps, we'll get it, come back and get it after. Just continuing to build that connection. That's been awesome.
You know, obviously, it's not going to work like that,
Right.
the offense.
For sure.
What is the mindset of being patient while also, like, you can't just you can't be too patient because
Right.
it's not the summer anymore. You got a game in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, just taking each play as it comes, not getting too down with the down plays, not getting too up with the high plays, just coming back to neutral. We've been talking about that a lot this camp. As an offense, just always getting back to neutral, always playing at a neutral level. It just keeps you composed, keeps you ready for the next play. So.
What's the demeanor like of Tim Lester on the field? I mean, is he holler like Phil Parker, or is he calm and quiet? How does he kind of handle himself?
I'd say a little bit in between. When there's things that need to be addressed, he addresses them, and then we make plays. He's there for us. He's excited for us. And then like when we have to go through things on our own, he lets us go through that as well, growing pains and things like that. So it's been good to see him on the field.
Same question about Coach Wallace. Like, how is head coach Wallace? Like, is that a little weird to you?
No, not at all. Coach Wallace has been a great guy for us. Not just defensive, but he talks with the offensive guys as well. He's cheering us up, making plays. He's letting us know that he appreciates us and things like that. Coach Wallace is a great guy, so I'm excited to see how he approaches it this weekend as well.
You know what position he played in college?
Linebacker?
He played wide receiver.
Wide receiver, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, he was punt returner.
Wow.
I'll lead punt returner.
I did not know that. That's awesome. You learn something new every day. That's awesome.
Is it going to be odd, or let's go this way, when the news about KF comes out, like, what's the emotions like with the players, with you specifically?
I mean, obviously felt a little weird about it, but you find out, you move on from it, grow from it. Coach Ferentz addressed us, and we took it as that. I mean, people make mistakes, move on from it. Grown man moves on from it, addresses it, and yeah.
And does that affect you at all on Saturday? Any kind of
Not at
round
all.
rounds?
I mean, not at all. I mean, at the end of the day, he mentioned earlier when he addressed us, the players win games. Coaches help a lot, but at the end of the day, players got to go out there and win the game. So.
You maybe mentioned this a little bit, but this coaching staff talks a lot about life lessons, things to learn through adversity, things like that. What is it that maybe through this situation with Kirk that maybe a lesson you've learned, a life lesson you've learned?
That people make mistakes no matter where you are in life. Mistakes come, adversity comes. You got to take it to the nose, take it to the chin, take what comes with it and move on from it, grow from it. And he's done a tremendous job of it. Great example for us as a team, and I appreciate him for it. So a lot of respect for him.
What was the best piece of advice you received when you transferred here?
Just as far as
or advice like how to fit into a new team, a new Big Ten school, somewhat not exactly known for its receiving room.
Yeah, I mean, just connecting with guys, being more, I'm a laid-back guy, just being more out there, getting to know people, I feel like makes you more comfortable, and once you get more comfortable, you feel a lot better about your situation and where you are, so I feel like that was the biggest thing for me.
You were just kind of encouraged by the new offensive coordinator, like in spite of, because Iowa's obviously not known for throwing the ball, but your decision coming here, how much of that hindered on anticipated offensive changes from Tim Lester?
I mean, yeah, the past is the past, so I didn't want to let that influence my decision too much. I'm just excited to see what Coach Lester can bring to this offense. So yeah, I just let the past be the past. So.
Do you know, I mean, going in against a team like Illinois State, I know they play in a lower division, but is this a game where that, they really are going to bring their best? Because this is kind of like a Super Bowl to them. They know this is a game that could put them on the map.
Yeah, you take each week as it comes. Tremendous team, great team. We've been watching film on them. They play hard, they play physical. Every opponent is a good opponent. So we're going to approach it as that, as it's our biggest game. Each week is our biggest game. So yeah.
I think you're one of like 6 or 7 guys on the line who have significant starting experience. How helpful is that when the guy on each side of you has been in this?
I think it helps us, but I think it also helps Coach Barnett sleep better at night. Like, I remember talking about that, where it's like when we were less experienced, it was harder to be like sleep like a baby on Friday nights before a game. Now I think he's super confident, and if one of us goes down, which it just ends up happening every season, someone's going to go down, something bad's going to happen, but we're 100% prepared for whatever would happen. So,
if I'm remembering right from your recruitment, you had some pretty big offers. I think Michigan, LSU. What made Iowa the best option for you?
It was honestly just the people. Like, that was what I was looking for in my recruitment. Not to dox anybody else or say that they were bad, but I just 100% trusted in the fundamentals, the program, the togetherness that we have as a unit. Like, when we swarm out on a Saturday, we feel tight, we feel close together, and that's what I was looking for in the program. So yeah.
Do you feel like any of the veterans that we are familiar with, Logan, Connor, have taken a big jump? Unexpected?
Everyone's taking a big jump. Everyone's taking time to improve. We see it during camp. We see it during spring ball. Everyone's got their things that they need to get better at still, but I've seen a lot of success on everyone's end. So yeah.
Any favorite moments as a Hawkeye?
Everyone. That's pretty much my favorite moments is when we win the game. I'm just excited to keep winning games. So.
Do you think this line can kind of get back to the level that kind of people think of with Iowa offensive lines?
I have 100% confidence that we can do a great job this year. So yeah.
Who is the best slip and slide for him?
Who's Dunker? Yeah, he's the one that got it for us. So he obviously was 100% invested in that. So yeah.
There's a lot of questions about the running back room just being super heavy with a lot of talented guys this year. And Kamari Moulton being the #1 RB was a surprise to a lot of people. As an offensive lineman who's blocking for those guys, what have you seen out of Kamari? What's he done to kind of prove himself in that spot?
Just improvement and a mentality every day to show up, and all those guys do a great job. There's a lot of guys that, like in my class, we had Max White as well. Those guys, they come to show, and they show up every single day, and they come to play. And I'm just excited to see that since we have so much depth in the running back room, I'm just excited to see how many yards we can gain this year. So yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly from your recruitment, I think you committed right around the same time that Tristan went pro. Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
Did that help in terms of knowing that there's this kind of track record of going pro?
Yeah. That was something I thought about in my recruitment, obviously. Just O-line is developed at Iowa, and we're one of the schools that I feel like just does a really great job of just developing guys. We're not a school that takes 5-star talent most of the time, so when you can get a lot of guys in the NFL like that, it gives you a lot of confidence in the program. So yeah.
With Cade becoming a starting quarterback, just what have you seen with his ability to sort of lead the offense?
No, he was a leader at day one when he got here. He had that mentality that he wanted to lead and he wanted to push every single one of us to be better. So just through this spring ball camp, I just seen a lot of improvement on his end. I see a lot of big plays being made in practice, and so it just gets you excited to start the season. So yeah.